What was it like when you got approached about this project? Were you concerned about the original source material? Because the original story of Rapunzel is kind of a little crazy.
I didn't really know the fairy tale too well, although I've come to find out that it's slightly dark.
Yeah.
The ending, because all I really knew was the damsel in distress in the tower and letting down her hair for the prince to come and rescue her. But I sort of liked how our story twisted that on its head a little bit, and Rapunzel needs Flynn's character obviously to sort of escort her on this adventure, but ultimately she's the one that ends up saving him.
What we got to be a part of was an amazing story, and Disney and Dan Fogelman and our producers and our directors, everyone crafted it really incredibly to address when they approached us. We weren't approached, we approached them. It was definitely
Yes.
more us kind of, they were looking for people, audition people, and we both auditioned, and we were both very blessed to get the job. So,
What's like the process like there? Because most times people think, oh, well, I'm just voice acting. I show up, I have my cup of coffee, and just talking to the mic.
yeah, we didn't get to work together at all. First of all, we were to record. Everyone recorded their dialogue separately. Well, we did the duet, our song together.
Yes.
But as far as the dialogue's concerned, it was by ourselves, which was a surprise. But the process
go with
works.
it, yeah.
You get to use your imagination and.
How does the director pull out the best performances for you guys?
I mean, I think you just have to go in being able to sort of just trust them, because clearly for my sessions, like, they had already worked with Zach and they had worked with Donna, so they sort of knew what performances they loved from them, and I think that would help sort of inform the choices that they sort of steer me towards. I found it actually quite helpful having them there, and I actually had them read with me a couple of times too, so I could understand like what the rapport needed to be and the rhythm of the scene and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I heard creating Flynn Rider, they had some of the animators got together and people in the production team to have like the hot guy meeting. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Okay, so were you involved in any of that? And
No,
Mandy,
God,
were you
no.
involved in that?
No. I don't know. Maybe she was.
No,
Maybe she
no,
was asked her
I-
opinions. No, I only heard about this actually when we started doing all this press. They said, yeah, they had like, I don't know, 300 pictures or something of all kinds of different men, and.
Were you on the 300? Were you on that list?
No. Well, I don't know. Maybe I
gonna have to
highly doubt I
inquire.
was. Yeah, we will have to inquire. And they just kind of whittled it down. All the women got to kind of choose. Well, I think making all the choices until they finally came down to one, and that's who they modeled Flynn after. But that was well before I was ever involved in the process. So it's an honor, I guess, to voice who's supposed to be the most attractive male lead in a Disney movie, but it's arguable. I mean, Abu was a looker. So.
Well, on that fact, like I was in the audience when there was a bunch of like young boys in the audience, and they were loving it. Like they loved Mandy smacking you
The
around.
frying pan is very popular.
I see this movie as being a really kind of an animated, family-friendly Romancing the Stone. I mean, it's two people that are kind of at odds. They're not really stoked to be on this adventure together, but they end up going on the adventure together anyway, and kind of learn and grow and fall for one another through the process. And and I love that movie. I love that adventure, and I think everyone can walk away from the movie with that.
And for both of you, what were some of the old Disney songs that you guys used to like to sing?
I think I can speak for Zach. I knew every word to The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. You too, right?
All of it, yeah. All of the above.
So it's so cool to now kind of be included in that lineage and those sort of classic quintessential films of our childhood. And, hopefully this movie will mean to kids what those movies meant to us.